All right, well, this has been my car parts room lately. I believe this is a bumper from my wife's Jeep. And this is one of them folded up jobs. So, looks like it's folded just about right in half. I'll open it up, leave it sit in this front room. It gets kind of warm, sun beats on it, and we'll see if it straightens out. That bumper back there is for the S4. I believe it was also folded like this, although I'm not the original buyer of that one. I got it secondhand off a guy. And it looks all right. So we'll see how this thing goes. So there it is, the old Taiwanese folded bumper trick. It's about what I thought it was going to be honest. I'm going to let it sit out. That's a pretty good crease, but we'll see. This is just a cheap bumper, so wasn't really expecting a whole lot. We'll see what it does. Hopefully in the sun, a little bit of hair dryer or heat gun action, and we'll get her straightened out. All right, so we got this bumper in here, getting ready to spray. The crease where it was folded was right here, and just sitting in the sunny room for a couple weeks, straightened out pretty good. Still see a little bit right there, but once I put the grill insert in there, it'll hold that straight. So all in all, I think it'll be pretty good for the price. Okay, so I went and waxed and grease removed it. You see it's kind of drying off here. This has a very flat colored primer already on it. Some of these bumpers will come unprimed. If that's the case, you need to use an adhesion promoter. And you can tell because you can kind of see the plasticky, shiny. And then up here, it's really dull looking. So that's primer. What I'm going to do is take red Scotch Brights, which I have right here, and just scuff it up. Red's a little coarse for this job, but I've had good luck with it. You got to be careful with the red Scotch Brights that you don't go through this primer because it will sand through pretty quickly. It's pretty thin stuff. But I'm going to go ahead and Scotch Bright this off and get it primed up for today. Okay, so we went ahead and got our primer down. This is an epoxy primer. Overall, looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and now go shoot the base, which is just a standard white base. There's no metallic or pearl or anything in it. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot that down. Yeah, I'll let it flash and then go ahead and clear it and get this thing done today. All right, I got one coat down. I'll go ahead and let that flash off probably 10-15 minutes, whatever it takes. It's usually about 15 minutes. Sometimes I get it in 10. But let it flash off. I'll go ahead and throw another coat down. Could probably do this in 2 coats. My lighting's not the best in there right now. I didn't get all my lights set up, so I'm going to probably go ahead and hit it with 3 just to make sure there's no thin spots. Okay, that's the second coat down. I'm going to go ahead and hit it with a third, and I'll let that flash off for, I don't know, probably 20 minutes at least. Enough time to clean up guns and everything else. And usually by then I'm about ready to spray. 20-30 minutes. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit it with my clear. This paint is a Sherwin-Williams ATX. The gun I'm using right now is it's kind of a cheaper DeVilbiss gun. It's the finish line gun. It actually sprays really nice. I do have a higher end DeVilbiss gun that I use for bigger projects, but for something small like this, that's my go-to. I've sprayed a lot of full vehicles with that gun. I've had that gun for probably, I'm going to say 5 to 10 years at least, and it served me very well. For the price, I definitely recommend it for somebody starting out doing this stuff. It's a good value for all the more cost, and I think nowadays they even come with a kit that has the GM gun and the bigger gun and a couple different nozzles. But anyways, I'm going to get to it. So here I have the Acme Finish 1 Clear. I don't know if this is made by Sherwin-Williams. They sell it where I get my paint, so I know it's compatible. I have used this before. I forget what the other paint was I used, but I did use this on a different paint other than Sherwin-Williams, and it worked fine. You got to be careful mix and match and stuff like that, though, because you never know how it's going to react. But overall, I've had good luck with this clear in the past. I'm going to go ahead and mix this up. It mixes 4-to-1, 4 parts clear, 1 part hardener. And I'm going to mix this up and get this guy back here clear coated, make it shine. Well, it does it for the second coat of clear. I'm just going to stick with that. It's kind of like a third coat. It's pretty heavy coat. I put my second coat down. I look around and see, maybe I could sneak a little on. So I'll sneak a little on if I think I can get away with it without getting any runs. Uh, Take out any little extra orange peel that I can. Other than that, it's pretty much a done deal. I'm going to do a walk around here after a bit as soon as it dries up. And then after that, it'll be a matter of letting it dry enough to get it stuck on the car here. All right, we went ahead and knocked this thing out today. It's been one of them things that's been hanging over my head for a while. The wife's been hounding me, get her Jeep fixed, get her Jeep fixed. Finally, I did. Got the bumper fixed up. She hit a deer with it. So I'll go ahead and slap this thing back on probably in a couple of days once it gets good and hard. She's probably just going to hit another deer with it in a couple of weeks anyway, so I wasn't too picky with it. Normally, I would have probably used my better gun to prime it. Would have laid out a lot smoother, but it was just a quick and easy job. I wasn't going to get too carried away with it. If you like these types of builds, this one was actually a salvage vehicle I bought many years ago. I'm going to say at least 3 or 4 years ago, off Copart. Fixed it up for, and here we are fixing it up again. Happens, I guess. I have a 2013 Audi S4 that I'm working on fixing up. This thing's tuned up. It's supposed to be putting out close to 500 horsepower. I managed to get a hold of the previous owner, and he told me everything was done to it. And it should be a pretty peppy vehicle once I get it done. I don't know that it'll be the next vehicle, but it's been coming up pretty soon. I already did one video on it. There should be a link in the description. I'll throw it in there. But anyways, if you can, like, follow, and subscribe, I greatly appreciate it. It helps me a lot. It helps keep me motivated to make more videos, and also it keeps me motivated to get out here and get stuff done that I need to get done anyways. So thank you guys, and check back for the next one. I appreciate it.